and I still live.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Detroit Tigers.
So almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Tarek Skubal. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
This one in the air right field. Vierling sizing this one up. Corrals it. And there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singing not a lot of star power in this lineup against the top arm on the mound in this one.
Yeah, I might see something special out there on the bump in this one, and they definitely have their work cut out for them. You know, but some players, they actually take that challenge of facing an ace, and they actually raise their games. Take me, for example, not to pat myself on the back, but I did hit 370 off of Roy Halladay for my career.
Whoa! Hey, how'd you do against Tim Wakefield, Chris?
Yeah, like I said, Boog, I hit 370 against Roy Halladay.
One out, bases empty. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Andrew Benintendi in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two out, space is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, first baseman Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn now. They say you win.
0-1.
Benintendi, the runner at first with two gone. Not
One
close
ball,
with
one
that
strike.
one. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
That one just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Two outs. Got him swinging. It's the White Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back in Comerica Park. And on the hill in this one, Martin Perez. How about a scouting report on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Parker Meadows leading things off and takes a strike. The wind and the pitch. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike two.
No ball, 2 strike.
And that skips in the dirt.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's off the inside corner. 2-2. Sosa sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And Chris, it's a bit shocking to see such a lefty-heavy lineup against a left-handed starter.
Yeah, but on this one, I wouldn't second-guess the manager just yet, Boog. You know, in 2024, Bryce Harper, Jordan Alvarez, Steven Kwan, and Kyle Schwarber all hit significantly better against left-handed pitchers than they did against righties. Sometimes lefty-on-lefty doesn't necessarily favor the defense.
And there's a foul ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
One gone, runner at first. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The relay to third, he's in there.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
One down, runner at third. Next is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter. And a foul ball. Runner on at third, one gone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
Matt Vierling.
Right side. Tachman sizes this one up. Nabs it, and that'll do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Tigers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in Detroit, here's Josh Rojas.
Third baseman.
And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Torres pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And they're down 2-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Colt.
First baseman, Colt.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Here comes the 0-1. Missed inside with the curve. That's too low. 2-1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. In time to Vaughn. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd.
Batting 7, third baseman, Chase Young.
Chase Young now at the plate. Up and in, ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's inside. This one chopped to first, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jake Rogers. That one at the knees for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike. Come on, Jake.
Hit on the ground to short. Baldwin throws to first in time, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Skubal back to work. That one misses, and that's ball one. There's the strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
That's out to center field. Meadows hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, catcher Corey Lee.
Here's Corey Lee. Lee getting the start at catcher, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Popped foul out of play off to the right. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder Mike Tauchman.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Mike Tauchman. Flied to right his first time.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players, willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back at Comerica Park. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. That one pushed foul. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air on the infield, Sosa makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder Parker Meadows.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Parker Meadows. 0 for 1 so far. Well struck right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Gleyber Torres. He caught it behind his back. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green. It was a triple and an RBI at his first at bat. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Meadows on third with 2 out. And takes low for ball 1.
1 and 2.
Sets him down looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Tigers 2 and the White Sox nothing.
What now? Jump out. About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like a thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number. So stay in the house for like all of the summer and all of the winter, cause all is real.
As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there. You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, and they take care of Robert for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel
for
no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Let's go, Detroit.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
And the 0-2. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Chicago, first baseman Andrew Vaughn.
Two outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. That one missed. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss.
Ooh,
1 ball,
Baya.
1 strike.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a pop-up. Keith brings it in for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the 4th, leading off, Kerry Carpenter.
Designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Out to short, Baldwin. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Now a chance for Matt Vierling. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
So up next, Colt Keith grounded out his first time. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Perez checks on first. Vierling dives back in safely. Vierling over at first with 1 away. That one down the line and foul ball. The 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Tuckman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Young.
And next to hit for Detroit, Jace Young. Struck out swinging his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Detroit, but they're on top 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Off the mark there, 1-0.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
On to first, 1 away here in the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. Flied out his first time. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Inside, almost got him. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
One down, runner at third. Vargas will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. One away with a runner at third. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we are starting over. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. way outside, and the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the catcher to hit, Corey Lee. Grounded out his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back.
Leading
Here's the
off
catcher,
for the Tigers,
Jake Rogers.
Catcher, Jake Rogers.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Lee gathers, throws to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Next for the Tigers,
Trey Sweeney
shortstop,
digs
Trey
in now.
Sweeney.
With the purpose, there is a reason, and then if I retreat, then I work with pulling the trees.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That's down and in. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Just missed.
Whoa.
Fouled off left side. 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tachman brings it in with a nice running grab. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Back here in Detroit, top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tachman. Tachman goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
That one fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Back to work. 3-2 now. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just
Now
tough to
batting
get
center
rewarded on the
fielder,
Oh,
call with
Luis
pitches near the top
Robert
of the strike zone.
Jr.
Go-ahead run on base. Luis Robert now. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. Pitch misses there. 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Check swing, called strike. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest getting loose out there. Foley also getting ready. Go ahead run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Tachman over at second. Robert on at first with nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Vaughn up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And he takes one right on the black, and the count is 1-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Just missed.
1-1.
Very high with that one. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Late swing, foul to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
2 on, 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Perez back to work. There's the strike. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And a base hit right there. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just
For the Tigers. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Frazier Ellard, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Varland getting cranked up as well. That one pulled foul. That one not close. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now the right fielder, Matt Beerley.
Tigers, right fielder, Matt Beerley.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
Sorry if I messed up hip hop. Sorry if I'm selling to take the
And next up for
Now
the
batting,
Tigers,
the
Colt
first
Keith.
baseman, Colt Keith.
There's the strike. Torres, the lead runner at second. Green on at first with 2 down. And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next
One
offering
ball.
way
Two
off the
strikes.
plate. Stays alive. Two outs. That one the other way. In there safely. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
2 outs, bases full. Jace Young up now for the Tigers. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. And that's a little high.
1-1.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 4-2.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. In there at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Robert moves under it. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 7th inning coming up. Tigers 4 and the White Sox 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Will
19.
Vest.
Well, the best
Will
relievers
Vest.
love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Lenny
Leading off for the
Sosa
White
steps to the
Sox.
plate for the White
Second
Sox.
baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And that one fouled off.
Looking good, Tigers. Strike him out.
That
That's the
misses.
ball.
1-2 the count.
1-2. Punch him out.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Miguel Vargas, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. One down, base is empty. And that is out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Let's go, Will.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Struck him out looking, and he strikes out the side in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Tigers 4 and the White Sox 2.
Now pitching for
We're
Chicago.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
40.
7th. Tyler Gilbert.
Tyler Gilbert.
Trey Sweeney
Leading off
getting ready
for
to
the
hit.
Tigers, shortstop Trey Sweeney.
With the purpose, there is a reason.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ripped on a line. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Now batting the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's in there. It's 0-1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting second baseman Gleyber
Here
Torres.
is Gleyber Torres. Good take by Torres. Next offering is fouled back. That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swung on, belted. Back there. It's out of here. Touches down in the front row of the bushes. Home run. And they boost their lead. It's 5-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Riley Green. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one pulled foul. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Gonna count 1 and 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Green off of first with 2 away. Next offering is downstairs.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning
Now
alive,
batting,
puts a runner in the scoring
fielder,
position,
Matt
and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Bierlin will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 up the middle. Sosa. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. It's now 5-2. Back at Comerica Park, ready to begin the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Corey Lee.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Ball outside.
Swinging a foul straight back. Too high, and now it's 3-1. And that's in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
battling here as he fouls it away.
Sit him down.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Now batting right fielder,
Mike Tauchman now at the plate. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Nope. Lawsuit.
The Tigers leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Come on, Tigers.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And that drops in for a strike.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball up the middle. Sweeney. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So here's Robert now. 1 for 3. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Now 1-1. The delivery to Robert, and that one a little bit high.
2-1.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now batting.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner
over.
over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now pitching.
So the
for
closer
Tigers.
summoned from the bullpen, Bo Brisky.
Number 4. Bo Brisky.
So a man at first. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
One ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. So one left for the White Sox, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
49.
bottom of the 8th. Jordan Leisure.
Leisure.
Colt Keith
Leading
up now
off
for the Tigers.
First baseman, Colt Keith.
Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
Now
already, his bat
third baseman,
stays in the
Chase
zone on
Allen.
plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
From the mud, I'm talking about the flow from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come. Scared to box, scared run and get their
First and second, no outs. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Keith, the lead runner out at second. Young at first with no outs. That's in there. And 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Now that's smacked to right center. This one looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jordan Leisure won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
New pitcher
Chicago.
on now, number 64.
Number 64.
I think it's got to be a little tough
Shane
coming in out of the
Smith.
pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Trey Sweeney, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now Lee has some trouble with it. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third. Next pitch way upstairs. through there, got him. And one out now.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that
Now
you
batting,
usually
the
see
center
very
fielder,
well, but for some
Parker
reason he didn't
Meadows.
pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Meadows, batting with one down, takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Frazier Ellard, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Popped in the air, left field, and Benintendi able to make the grab. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 8-2.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
Now batting,
Here comes Gleyber
second
Torres.
baseman,
He's already
Gleyber
homered here in this one.
Torres.
And there's a strike.
No ball. One strike.
That misses. One ball, one strike. Outside.
Two strikes.
Just misses. And a full count now.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. No one left. Through 8 full. It's the Tigers 8 and the White Sox 2. Well, this game isn't very close, Ziggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it
Now
into
batting,
his
third
highest
baseman,
gear
Josh
and go a
Rojas.
long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
White Sox down to their final out. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a foul ball. Brisky is just 1 strike away. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it.